Hello, Mech Warriors. Today I wanted to do a little something different. I want to do a map tutorial, and why not do on one of the most recently updated maps, Caustic Valley. Now, personally, I do not like the update of this map. I find it very tiresome and a long-range game that is essentially a toilet bowl of a map in how it's designed. And I'll show you how. And I'll show you some places where you should be and where you should not be in general. Now, this is spawning on the C3 B3 side. As you can see here, I am in my Piranha. I'm in the C3 area, but we'll be flying around out of body here. Now, where you don't want to go, and I'm just going to tell you where you don't want to go unless there's maybe a cap circle and you want to contest it, is this very middle area here. Now, you may be thinking there's plenty of cover, you can try to work angles around here, and sometimes you can go through the middle. But the dirty little secret of this updated Caustic Valley is there on every single side of the middle ground, there are elevated positions that can just fire down relentlessly into the middle area. No matter what angle you're at, they can always pretty much hit you. So if you spawn on the lower side here, you can work your way up towards this mountain. You can get really good angles into the middle as well as towards the enemy's spawn, and vice versa. You can also do that on the other side of the map as well. So you don't want to be in this D4, D5, E4, E5 area. This is a death trap. Where this map really is fought and won is you go around this little box here, around those four, the C3, D3, the 3 line, and the 6 line, including the 2 and the 7 if you work your way out a little bit further. That is where the map is usually fought and won. And this map massively benefits long-range engagements. So you can see from this position, you can really just have long-range engagements, well, from anywhere around this map. Short range is very difficult to use in this map because the short range should be happening in the middle, but since the map is elevated above the middle, it's hard to actually use your short range without being blown up by long range. And as you can see here, the entire map is elevated above the middle ground. And so, again, think of it like a toilet bowl, essentially, which is what I'm pretty sure they based the design of this map on, where there's the outer rim of the toilet bowl, and then inside of the toilet bowl is, well, the water, and that is the inner of this map. You have the high outside and the very low inside. Now, old Caustic Valley used to be the inverse of this. It used to be a high top with a low round side and some high points on the very outside. And I'll be honest, I think I actually really enjoyed Old Caustic Valley. It was one of my favorite maps, honestly. I think New Caustic Valley is, being honest, it's just bad. It's not a good map. It's very poorly designed. And it's very much like the new HPG Manifold, where it's up top, firing down with no cover. Except at least HPG Manifold has the basement, has better cover from the snipers. The snipers don't have as many possible positions, typically, although there's a lot more now since they added ramps up to the top. But New Caustic Valley is a long-range mech's dream and game. If you're a short-range mech, you honestly kind of just want to stick with your team and prepare to fight other mechs that may get close. My biggest advice for this map is do not go into that middle zone. That middle zone is death row, it's death valley. If you go in there, most of the time you'll be slaughtered by mechs that have long range capabilities. There are very few times the fight is actually won with short range engagements in that middle area. If there's a short range engagement, it'll usually be pushing on a flank along the side, so along the 3 and 2 line or the 6 and 7 line. This is where your short range engagements will take place, in the D6 to E7 area, and same with the usually actually D3 C3 area, or sometimes down in the E3 F3 area on that side of the map. So that's my advice for Caustic Valley. If you get on this map, hopefully you're in a long range mech, and if you're not, stick with your team, prepare for engagements on the sides. Avoid the middle like the plague, and you should be successful a lot of the time in this map. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to see more map tutorials, because I always want to give my opinions and insight on the maps of the game, especially when they are not as favorable as I do not like the new Caustic Valley. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any advice for people on Caustic Valley. And until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.